This is the training video for Bible Quest. You can see here I'm getting attention. You know, they can be moving all over the place, and so I'm doing some fun things to get their attention.
Touch someone else's toe. Touch someone else's toe. Oh, there's a toe. Oh, there's a toe. Touch that toe right here.
And then I explain to them what we're going to do.
We're going to go from there. The first song we're going to do.
In this case, we're doing the Big Bible Story song.
You know that when something happens.
And so I'm explaining to them how one event leads to the next, and so on and so forth, and we can tell when things happen based on this song.
Before we were born, right? A long time ago, right? Song, okay?
I start by showing them the actions themselves, and then we move into the words as well. And I'm very energetic as I do this. This is something that they can kind of do with me, and kids love actions. They're able to follow along really well, and it helps me to memorize it too. You know, anybody, it helps them to memorize it when you have some sort of kinesthetic action that goes with that.
Okay, I'll teach you more next week. Does that sound fun? Okay, let's do it again. Ready?
When we change our voices to quiet or loud or other funny voices, that just adds interest. And see, the thing is if we're able to do more and more things, then the kids can react to. They're reacting to us, and so classroom management becomes much easier. Also, it's just something it's like completely interactive entertainment. They just have a great time with it, and so it doesn't mean that rote memorization can be boring. You know, we can make rote memorization very fun. Here we are being more kinesthetic again. That right there is a different song. The biggest thing is remember just review, review, review. Do it over and over and over again.
Class, tell me.
And see, we can ask these questions. The question really should have been, who is God? We are still developing at this point, but the questions are very helpful because they cue the kids into what they should be doing. And so notice we already have actions we've taught them, and so I can ask them and say, who is God? And they can answer all these questions. And I try to use the same actions over and over again. You know, that in the beginning action I just did there. That was the same one we use in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Wrote these on there. If you want to have, if you want to make your project have.
I was giving the kids a little extra something they can do for the older kids. You know, some kids can write the verse, and so I let them write the verse and decorate it, and then the other kids are just coloring the sheet. So it adds an extra level of complexity to what they're doing. And so for older kids, you want to try to do that if you can. And notice I'm singing the whole time here. I'm finding ways to reinforce. And it is very awesome.